bacon, oatmeal, little flour, cheese, and eggs. This looks like an amazing breakfast for Betsy. Good morning. This is Deb from Just Do Something Homestead, and today we are making a brand new dog treat. Typically, I just do bacon and flour, little eggs and bananas, but today we are going to do cheese, eggs, bacon, and oatmeal. Now that sounds delicious, and I already have Betsy sitting right here by my feet. This recipe comes from Good Housekeeping, and as most of you know, I fry my bacon and then I store it in the freezer. So this has actually been cooked a long time ago. It is frozen, and the first thing I'm going to do is chop it up. I am going to use this handy dandy food chopper, and I have placed the bacon on top of a cutting board. I'm going to do about half at a time. Some of it's real crisp, which is good, but if it's not real crisp, it's a little hard to chop. So let me get started. All right, that chopper did a fine job of chopping up all that bacon into very tiny powdery pieces. This recipe uses my mini food processor, and I'm going to start by mixing in the bacon, the cheese, and the oatmeal first, and it's going to make a nice crumble. The first ingredient is 1.5 cups of quick oats, and I'm going to pour that in first, and that almost fills it, but we've got a little room. Next is 1/2 cup of cheddar cheese crumbles, and I had frozen my cheese so it was very easy just to do it by hand, but you can also shred it if that's easier for you. And the last ingredient is the bacon, and I put the bacon on top because, as I said, sometimes it's hard to mix in if it is not completely crisp. So I wanted to put the bacon on the top like that. Now don't worry, it looks like it's sticking way up there. It's going to blend beautifully. Place your hand up on the top. I am going to start by just pulsing on low. Alright, I started on low and then quickly moved it up to high, and now it has completely crumbled, which is exactly what I want. I'm going to place this mixture into a large measuring cup. As I've said before, I use my measuring cups as bowls, especially the big ones. And this has turned into a very, very fine powder, which is what I was hoping for. Oh, beautiful. All right, just like that. Now, typically my dog biscuits make about 24 biscuits. This one is going to make considerably less, but it's going to give me a week's worth, and it is a wonderful recipe. Betsy has not left my side. She keeps bumping the camera in case it's shaking around. Up close, you can see the powder that it has made. This is simply oats that have been ground. That makes oat flour, and then it had the bacon and the cheddar cheese. Now the cheddar cheese has little pieces, which is fine. I'm going to add 2 eggs to this mixture. This recipe really only has 4 ingredients, which makes it so very fast and easy to make. All right, so we had the oatmeal, bacon, cheddar cheese, and now eggs, and it really does sound like a breakfast. Jim came in and wanted to know if I was making him breakfast. I said I was sure that Betsy would share. I'm going to stir this in really well, get those eggs mixed into the powder base. I have mixed it all in really well, and it smells very good. It smells like breakfast. Time to preheat the oven. You want 350. And start. I lined my cookie sheet with parchment paper and I'm going to set that aside. Sprinkle a little flour on your countertop, spread it out, and I am going to put my dough on there, knead it a little bit, and roll it out. All right, this mixture is very dry compared to other ones that I have used. It's not going to take a lot of kneading. It's just going to need to get rolled right out. So I'm going to put a little flour on top and roll out this dough. And just like my other recipes, I'm going to aim for 1/4 of an inch thickness. You don't want it too thick. It'll take longer to cook. So about 1/4 of an inch. I have rolled out the dough, and I want you to look at the texture of this. It is very thick and very nice. Next, I'm going to cut out the dog biscuit with my cookie cutter and just put it on there and push straight down. Just like that. And when you have extras, what I do is I re-roll it and I make more. And just like the recipe said, it made 10 3-inch dog bones. I'm going to bake them now at 350 for 20 minutes. And with these, you don't even need to flip them. Straight out of the oven. Do you hear them sizzling? These dog biscuits can last for 2 weeks in the refrigerator or 1 week unrefrigerated. Thanks so much for joining us today as we made cheddar bacon dog treats. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Do you want a dog treat? You're sitting up ever so nice. There you go.